What in God's name is Porky's Pimpin' Pee-wee? It's supposedly a fourth Porky's film? There is a Porky, there is a Pee-wee, there's Meat, there's Tommy. Is it a remake? It can't be a sequel, it's in the present. Or is it a sequel and they just don't care? Well, they care about rights, I guess. Yes, this is an ashcan copy film. A 78-minute movie that went directly to on-demand in 2009, and it's got a really complicated history. The rights to Porky's were then owned by a company named Lontano Investments, who struck a deal with something called Mola Entertainment for them to make a new Porky's film, and even sequels too, if need be. They were supposed to make a movie within 5 years of the deal, but that time frame kept getting extended until eventually they were officially running out of time with the rights. They couldn't raise the original $10 million budget they wanted, so Mola opted for this quick $1 million movie to make before the deadline. Other sources say the budget might have been even lower at around $500,000. The script was written in 10 days and was heavily scaled back to remove other Porky's characters like Wendy and Brian. Even the director said that the sole intent was for it to be made and buried, as Brian Trenchard Smith of Turkey Shoot, Dead End Drive-In, and later Leprechaun in Space was brought in 4 weeks before shooting, and overall it was shot in 15 days. I didn't even know this movie existed until a couple of years ago. Let's find out why. Cue the 2000s credits! Am I having a seizure or am I being brainwashed into a cult? It looks like a porn parody of the first. Why is the whole moving? I can't even show the opening credits, except for when Pee-wee magically teleports into the shower, and it looks like the shower orgy from Debbie Does Dallas, only with just some playful petting. Of course it's gonna be a dream, and they don't have Miss Ballbricker in this, so it's Pee-wee's mom who stops all this tomfoolery, and here she's played by Colleen Camp. Major Smokey and the Bandit 3 vibes in this. Now he's refreshed and hooks up with the boys, Meat and Tommy. They're all home from college and very frustrated.
Besides, there's no girls anywhere. Where the hell is everybody?
There's some girls behind you. Sometimes the movie is just called Pimpin' Pee-wee. In early stages, it was called Porky's The College Years. So did they wait 50 years between graduating high school and going to college? That's ironic, since they look more like high schoolers here than in the others, and they're in college. We meet more members of Pee-wee's family, like Uncle Howard. Hello, Barry Livingston? Ernie Douglas from My Three Sons? Fred McMurray would never tolerate these shenanigans, like when Pee-wee gets paid to watch the place.
That's for watching my place. I wanted you to have it in advance.
So does he call the escort service now or wait until later? Here Pee-wee is played by Adam Wiley, who is a cross between Pee-wee and his nervous wreck character Brad Langford from Gilmore Girls. They desperately want to get laid, and I'll give it this, they are believable as these characters. Like when he says lines like this, I believe he's Pee-wee from Porky's.
Give me pussy or give me death.
What are we doing, the credits again? Plus, as soon as I heard Russ Hunt talk, I knew he was Meat. I guess Tommy's still the forgettable one. I've been watching nothing but Porky's movies the last month, and I still had to look it up to remind myself who Tommy was. This one goes way more in on the nudity. I could at least show some parts of Porky's establishment in the others. Here, I can show the bartender, whose name is Lloyd the Bartender. I knew it was gonna get supernatural. And this one has another story about Porky and his daughter.
Hey baby, how's school?
Getting A's.
That's great.
So either Porky has 2 daughters, or the movie is just forgetting that his daughter Blossom even exists. He ain't got time to go over Shelley's plans for his business.
I wrote you up a new business plan. Take a look.
Oh, Shelley, I'm swamped here.
No one else has looked at the script. Why start now? I have to cut around this movie more than I did in Strokemon. Here he has a row of girls line up and they're called the Porkettes. Oh yeah, the sign of the best brothel in town. Bring out the Porkettes. Really, they're just here for the banter.
Dad's cleaning lady? She got a thing for me.
Dude, she's like 60.
She's 58, tight as a drum and howls like a banshee. Don't worry about me, I'm good.
Alright, don't go telling no jokes around here. I know you. It's a Seinfeld reunion. Adam Wiley was the bratty kid in the parking garage, and Vic Polizzo shot Jerry in a dream scene. They can compare dream sequences. It is kinda remake territory. They think they're gonna get laid at Porky's, but Porky is tricking them. In this case, the girls only have sex with each other and not Pee-wee. Classic. And they're doing the whole one will end up with Porky's daughter thing, only this time it's Tommy and Shelly. Also, Meat's penis is too big for one of them to have sex with, so he gets head instead. Guess they didn't have the budget to dump them in water. Here it's just they want to have sex, they don't, then they're chased out after a vomit scene, and the whole sequence is like 20 minutes long, where even Porky seems frustrated.
He made me barf. Porky, he's not human. It's huge. It's
All right.
The man's gonna get his revenge just for being annoyed to death. Let's take a break. The vomit joke is still going on. They're gonna be doing this for a while.
Sometimes Rory's love life is more than a mom can take. Gilmore Girls.
We're back, and is that Porky's nightclub? We still look like we're in Stars Hollow, and he turned Lorelei's house into a whorehouse. But I guess we're at the end of the first movie now.
Damn, look at Pee-wee's uncle's crib.
The hell? So now the movie is picking up in Porky's 2 the next day? Hey guys, what do you say we do Romeo and Juliet again so we can fight the Klan? Our high school career was really random and weird. His uncle's house is gonna be the perfect place for a party.
Dude, giving birth in there?
Shit jokes and nudity. Skinamax is back, baby. With also feeling like a horny Saturday morning sitcom.
These are my uncle's antiques. They're his most prized possessions.
Meet you are a damn gazelle. Go get me a touchdown.
No, stop!
And you're gonna break Screech's mom's Elvis statue. What are you doing? I believe I know where this is going. They're gonna turn his uncle's house into Party Central to compete with Porky's, and they'll listen to Shelly's business plans more than Porky did. So the movie is Porky's with a little risky business and night shift. They're getting all the disgruntled girls at Porky's to join in. Is it party time? I think it is. Written in birthday party at putt-putt golf font. Who wouldn't want to come here instead? Look what's happening at Porky's.
Yep, Tina, I need you down the hall.
But we haven't even started yet.
Do I shock my own balls, or do I listen to this 2000s as hell montage?
So your real life searches turning empty, worthless.
Hook up the cables. I'm only interested in this party if Vernon Wells and Michael Berryman show up. At least then the dialogue will be better.
Look, you gotta make like Eskimo Snatch and chill.
Ah, classic line from that movie, Full Metal Douchebag. It's a whole universe designed to embarrass the hell out of them. Like when one says she's gonna give him head, and no joke, she sticks a pool hose on his dick instead that has to be yanked off, literally. He didn't really even do anything to deserve that. Angel Beach just likes torturing this man. Watching this on Tubi, I prefer the ads, which are like a subplot, where neighbor Larry Bird has had enough of these idiots. This movie can't even have dialogue without a stupid sound effect or a sight gag, like when it keeps cutting to Meat's giant prop penis in his pants. Or this scene where I guess Pee-wee is gonna have a love interest, and the action of the extras is just run around randomly, and if there's a tree without toilet paper, fix that immediately. He likes her enough to show her his uncle's antiques room that's off limits.
We could do a lot more in here than dust.
How is the universe gonna stop him from getting laid now?
Oh no!
Just blame it on Bronson Pinchot. Oh, and you thought it was a coincidence that the bartender was named Lloyd the Bartender? Look at the next shot. The opening music from The Shining. Sure, no reason whatsoever. They're gonna be in so much trouble. Everything is broken. What did you think was gonna happen? That sets up the plot for them raising money to replace the antiques. Why didn't the producers think of this to raise more money from the budget? Start their own whorehouse. They're also trying to replace an antique. And Porky keeps getting mad that they're taking the day off.
You can't just come and go as you want. I'm trying to run a business here.
Oh, no shit. And you know damn well that I'm the one who's bringing in all that business.
Okay, but, I am the boss. You have to tell me if you're not coming in. I was right. With her expertise, she pitches her plan of supplying the girls and turning it into a party house where you have to pay to get in. As if anyone wouldn't be like, oh, this is to help this idiot replace antiques that they broke from them being stupid? Yeah, that's a whole lot of not my problem. My God, there's a lot of padding here. I got the idea. They're turning it into a sex house. I don't need the follow-up scene where she's giving them a PowerPoint presentation on their money-making plan.
Isn't that terribly illegal?
Sure it is.
Good point. Illegal activities never stopped us before. You've convinced us with your presentation where you just wrote boobs on some paper. Now I know why the title is sometimes shortened to Pimpin' Pee-wee, since that suggests it's Pee-wee who is Pimpin', but Porky's Pimpin' Pee-wee makes it sound like Porky is making Pee-wee work the streets. That would make for a far more interesting movie. I don't even get this. Are they hiring actors and models? Are they just working on commission? The money it would take to throw this party they could easily use to just replace the antiques. I mean, it seriously feels like the characters are already rich. I can tell this is a drunken party movie of the 2000s, where the only thing that's guaranteed is one of the characters will be wearing a tuxedo shirt. Are we at the Porky's revenge part of the story? They've taken all his girls, including famous porn star Tina Toppers. I'm gonna need another break. Forget the booze. I need coffee to get through the rest of this. Come see me at Planet FunkCon on June 28th through the 30th in Davenport, Iowa, where you can get autographed copies of my book, Class of '86, movies, and more. Get your tickets at planetfunkcon.com. We're back, and at least we're getting some answers here.
So, why do they call you Pee-wee?
I'm all ears.
Is it because you're short?
Yeah, it's, something like that.
Also, he still thinks that bullies put his bike in the Alamo. There's a romance with Meat and Tina Toppers, I suppose. I don't know. He still walks into a random room and exposes his 20-inch dick, which scares them away. So there's the romance of Pee-wee and Vanessa we can root for instead.
It's all good. We almost got enough bread to pay for all the antiques, and Vanessa totally wants you to fart on her belly button.
I'm not sure this movie knows what sex is. Even that ends with Pee-wee getting pissed and wanting to barge into the room where the girls are having sex, in which they kick his ass again. How is this helping our heroes? The morning after the party, it looks like they've caused even more destruction. Yeah, that's nice we raised money, but what about all the new stuff we broke? Guess we'll do more parties.
The phone's been ringing like crazy.
Wait a minute, you guys are saying we have to do this again?
Pee-wee is like me. He also really wants this movie to end. What's it even matter if Vanessa and Pee-wee like each other? He was dating Wendy in the second one, and that was completely forgotten about in the third. I don't know what to say about this. This movie looks like an opening scene of a fake 2000s remake of Sorority House Massacre. When are they gonna start getting killed? That's better than the random shots where they're watching weirdos pouring marinara sauce on the girls. There is a predicament, though. Uncle Howard calls and says he's coming home early, and right before they almost got all the money they need. Oh, so close! And oh right, Porky's still in this. It wouldn't be a Porky's movie unless you said, oh right. Porky's in this. The girls have officially decided to work for Pee-wee's cat house. Seems like a bad idea. They're only doing this for a couple of days to raise money. That's even less than a seasonal job. This movie is terrible. And I wrote that note before the bird shit on Pee-wee's head when he tries kissing Vanessa. Even the animals want this guy to die alone. And don't forget about the secrets to be revealed.
Hey, are you ever gonna tell them who your dad is? You can't hide it forever.
I know, but it's gotta be the right time. Tommy will freak.
Oh yeah, they're really the type to give a shit about that. I figured everyone already knew this. The most interesting thing is still the backstory. This movie is so bad that it led to a lawsuit. Mola Entertainment was like, see, we made a Porky's movie. We can still have the rights for a sequel, right? And Lontano was like, this is barely a movie. They cited that the deal was that the movie had to be at least a $10 million budget and not the 50 cents it took to make this. There was a settlement reached, but this put in limbo Howard Stern's attempts to produce a proper Porky's movie, which never got made. What I'll say about all of these sequels is how technically they can do some things better than the first, like how the second had a bit more of a focused plot. The third didn't have any dramatic subplots, so it was more tonally consistent. And this one reduces its male leads to only 3 instead of the cluttered-ass 20. But at the end of the day, none of that matters when they're all comedies, and the first is easily the funniest out of all of them. They do still chapter it with titles of the other movies, by the way. It's bad when the movie is reminding you of better movies to watch, and that better movie is Porky's Revenge. I still greatly prefer the revenge that he took in the third movie.
You really don't want to do this.
I don't, huh?
Oh my god, that was way more violent than I remembered. Uh-oh, confrontation. Is he gonna force her to marry Tommy like he did with Blossom and Meat? No, are you kidding? We don't have the budget for a riverboat. Instead, they have a nice heart-to-heart on the back porch, and he finally listens to her suggestions.
I'll make the changes. Just do me a favor. Go back to school and shut this circus down.
Reasonable. On the one hand, Porky is humanized quite a bit here. On the other, he really always has been the hero of this whole franchise anyway. Who wouldn't be pissed these idiots keep messing with his business? And I gotta hand it to the movie for making it the whole time without a record scratch sound effect.
Well, my uncle's not due back for another couple of weeks, so, guess we could party? Party? Uncle Howard!
Oh my god, Porky's Pimpin' Pee-wee sucks! Oh, Uncle Howard is back. Guys, I just got back from the greatest convention in the country. These broads love Nick at Night alumni. He doesn't even care that his stuff is broken.
Don't worry about it.
But everything is all broken.
This vacation did wonders for me. These are just things. Things don't matter.
That renders this entire plot completely pointless, just like the movie itself. Pointless! Now they're free to party again and fall in the pool. Like a movie that's shot in cover your drinks vision. I'm not even paying attention to these epilogue texts because the freeze frame keeps glitching. It's so forgettable it has to remind you of the movie you've been watching. Oh, okay. You mean it's not Hard Bodies 2? It recommended Hard Bodies 1 when it was done. Like it can see into my room and notices the poster behind me. I've reviewed hundreds of movies on this show, and this is the one that feels like the biggest waste of my time. I hope you enjoyed my run through all of the Porky's films. Be sure to subscribe to us today, and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/TheRealCinemaSnob, and we'll see you next time.
I found that men prefer to buy by the pound.
Hey, those are mine.
Everybody, come and join the party.